My name's Troy Cyprit, and I'm one of the managing partners of the Daiquiri DAC. We're located in Sarasota, Manatee counties on the west coast of Florida. We've been in business since 1993. The original concept came from me when I was sitting in Key West with several friends I lifeguarded with. One of the unique things about our concept are the frozen beverages that you see over my shoulder. Those drinks are a big thing that separates us from our competitors, along with the quality of our food. Our locations also separate us, and from most of our locations, you're either within walking distance or a very short distance from the beach. We really focus on the beach, on a beach crowd and a beach feel and a beach vibe. 2024 was not the easiest year for most businesses, especially for businesses located along the west coast of Florida. First hurricane was Hurricane Debbie that hit in early August, and it affected one of our stores on St. Armand's because St. Armand's Circle flooded during that event. The second hurricane, Helene, its impact on Sarasota and Manatee counties was mainly a storm surge event. On Siesta Key, storm surge was anywhere from 7 to 9 feet. The morning after Helene, because I stayed on the island, I was able to drive around the island. It looked like a combat zone you would see on TV. Hurricane Milton was mainly a wind event. It was a Category 3 hurricane that hit Siesta Key and crossed over 2 of our restaurants, along with my house and our corporate offices. As an example, our store in Siesta Village, which had been damaged by Hurricane Helene, when Milton came along, it actually caused paneling to blow off one of the walls, which created an internal pressure that blew the windows out of the front of one of our buildings. It was just an incredible amount of destruction that was completely unexpected. I was born in Sarasota, Florida. I've lived here my whole life. The only time I didn't live here was when I was in grad school. I have never experienced anything like what we experienced last year, both with the flooding and the wind. It gives you one of the most helpless feelings you can ever have. But if we have enough wind where it blows where it's going to blow my windows out, I'm probably going to be underwater. Scott Carpenter became our point person in working with us and trying to seek getting the bridge loans from the state of Florida to help us get past the damage and income injury that we suffered. After working on those loans, Scott also helped us working with the SBA and trying to facilitate the SBA EDL disaster loans. At this point, SBDC has been a critical partner in helping us survive the last 7 months after the hurricanes. His support and their support helped us secure the funds that we needed to get us through a very difficult time. A lot of people that could have probably made it through after the hurricanes and the destruction from the hurricanes, but either were not able to understand the process, work through the process, or even know that these bridge loans existed, have gone out of business because they did not understand that the state is there to help you and that the state wants to support you. As an employer of over 300 people in Sarasota and Manatee counties, one of the biggest impacts that we had was the closing of our restaurants. As far as running a business that's been impacted by a hurricane, the most difficult part to deal with is trying to keep your team members employed and keep paying your team members. We are now about 6 months post-hurricane, and for the most part, our stores have physically recovered except for one store. We have one store that still needs major repairs to it. The other 4 stores are open and operating at full capacity, and those stores have seen a return of sales.